It's a limestone figure from the Longmen Grottoes. It means it's Northern Wei dynasty, about 400 to 500 AD, 1,400, 1,500 years or 1,600 years old. And it has a quite strong provenance history. It was already before 1983 in the collection of Arnold Henk Dracul, the famous New York dealer and also famous chef. And he was later very well known for his numerous donations to the Joslin Art Museum in Omaha in Nebraska, and also to the Middlebury College Museum in Vermont, both very well-known institutions. And from there it went to Gerald Weisbrod and his son Michael B. Weisbrod, and then in the J. Abraham Cohen collection. So it has a strong history. And the Longmen Grottoes, of course, everyone knows, don't need to be introduced, are these famous Buddhist caves that were made in the Northern Wei period and then continued all through Qi and Tang periods with more and more figures added. And the images of the cave, of course, show those very large, magnificent Buddha statues, but they also show many, many areas of smaller Buddhas in the background. And of course, in the years of turmoil in China between 1860 and 1949, almost a century, some of these were removed and sold off to buyers from the West. And that is one example. And we can see that here because the way they were removed, the method how they were removed from the cave is always the same. And it means that they were entered from both sides and then broken off. And so it essentially leaves these V-shaped gaps here that are very characteristic for this group of figure. It's like a fingerprint, and yeah, of course cannot be copied in the exact way. Here on the side we see that has a very good patina from touching the piece already here, and a very nice shine, so it means it's been removed a long time ago. And here on the front we can see what is so typical for limestone, because it's a sedimentary stone. We see so many layers of the stone that have peeled off and create this characteristic, very spiritual and meditative expression. And because obviously sedimentary stones exposed to weather start to peel off, and that is a process that takes hundreds and hundreds of years, which is very well visible. Here you see some of the flaking just around here, and then all over the place here. Gives this beautiful structure that these pieces have, which is so unique and so typical for Longmen figures. There are some literature comparisons for it, pieces that have been found all over the world. We choose to compare with two pieces from the Metropolitan Museum in New York. They have quite a few of them, but there is two that have a similar expression, are from more or less the same time, and also have approximately the same size. Overall, this is an extremely rare piece, of course, and an important testimony to Chinese history. And so for this reason, has an estimate of 60,000 euros to 120,000 euros. And of course, we hope that it will come into a collection where it can be really appreciated. Maybe can even return to China. And yes, good luck in bidding.